Hi everybody, this is Caroline Sotheby and welcome to Up, Down, and Around Town. Well, last week if you watched us, we had gone to the dogs and cats. This week, we're going to do a whole new professional, so to speak, baseball. It's 2010, but I think they're going back into time, and here we have to get their names just right. Greg Rudy Powell, Zach Professor Holdren, Andy Schoolboy Garden, and John Moose Ingeson, right? Yes. Hey, welcome, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
We've been wanting to get you on for such a long time. You've been doing a lot of walking around on Third Fridays. You've been having fundraisers, and I understand you're going to have a big game coming up. But first of all, how did you all get started with this?
Originally, it started 4 years ago. Jody was just looking to have just one match a year with the Lottie Daz. Kind of keep it fun for the heritage events that she runs. And so she compiled some local, if you want to, mainly city employees and some friends that love the game of baseball.
Okay.
So we had one practice prior to that particular match, and a few of us fell in love with it enough that we approached her and said, "Hey, we want to continue this. How do we go about it?" And after contacting some friends and other people that love playing the game, we're now on our fourth season and growing every year.
Okay. When did you start? You started 4 years ago?
I started 3 years ago with the first full season. Actually, Rudy approached my father and asked if he would like to join the team. And I attended a couple practices and fell in love with it just the way he did. And we've been going strong for 3 years. So.
Your dad's on the team now?
Yes, he is.
Yes?
Yep.
Okay, what's his nickname?
Brian Peanut Holdren. He's one of the fan favorites, really. Everyone seems to point him out in the crowd. So.
Okay. What about you?
I came on last year. Another ball player invited me out, and he knew I had a deep love for baseball and said, "You know, this is something you might like to try." I grew up playing ball and naturally went into softball and was looking for something different, and I really found a home here with the Stars.
Okay.
It's my kind of ball.
Your kind of ball.
Yeah.
What position?
I play shortstop and second base.
Left out. That's your buddy, right?
That's the infamous Moose.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Moose. What about you? When did
It's
you
my
start?
third season.
Third season?
My boy is also on the team. It's his second season now.
Okay. So what position do you play?
I play third.
You play third. So we got the infield there. What about you?
Basically, I play all over. I do some hurling, which is pitching. I play behind. I play shortstop. I can't give Moose to give up third, but one of these days.
How was third base? So, what position?
I play first base and surprisingly still have all 10 of my fingers. So.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Hey, I heard some of the game about 4 years ago. What different terminology did they have then compared to what we are used to now?
You want to handle some of this?
yeah, me and school will
The
take
professor?
it. Yes. Terminology, completely different. Fans for one, we don't necessarily recognize them as fans. We recognize them as cranks.
Cranks?
Cranks, yeah.
Okay.
When they cheer, they don't necessarily clap and say good job. We're known for saying huzzah, and it's a big, real joyous cheer. So, other than that, bases are called sacks. The pitcher is called the hurler, as Rudy referenced to.
One thing I had a hard time grasping was that you don't yell 2 out. You say 2 hands down.
2 hands down.
Correct. 1 hand down, 2 hands down. That was hard for me to grasp. And of course, the catcher is called the behind.
I wonder why.
which is a different one.
Behind the pitch.
Not everybody.
Okay. Anything else? What?
Different strike balls. Instead of hitting, we call it striking. Pop-ups. Those normally referenced in regular baseball as popcorn. We normally just say ball up, and then hard on the ground is a daisy cutter, which is a really cool.
No, that's getting okay. You're having hands down and okay.
Yeah, so it'll turn you around when you first get there and you're starting to learn. But I think we do a really good job with talking to the cranks and describing everything that's going on as to the way we play.
So before every game, you get people interested in learning the right terminology?
Yes, what we try to do is when we bring people aboard, we try to keep it away from like modern day softball. We're out there to have a good time. We're out there to educate the cranks, as they're called. So, you know, we try to get people that know the game. Then they understand, you know, the terminology once they've learned when to say it.
When to say it?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you have a hard time trying to get used to? Anything?
Catch the ball with no glove. That's the hardest
That's
part.
right. You guys don't use gloves,
No,
do
we
you?
play barehanded.
All right.
So as infielders, you better pay attention. We've had fingers dislocated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Okay. Did you have to get your own uniforms? Or-
No, they were originally provided by the museum.
Okay.
There are a few of us that we've purchased our own. It's not a requirement to play for the club to purchase them. They are very expensive, so a lot of people, we're not going to tell you that you have to spend an exorbitant amount of money to play with us. But so we offer rental. We try to maintain them through
The season.
Yes, and then after the season, we try to gather them back up and see if any of them need to be mended or.
For some people that are probably there, this is a cotton, right?
No, this is a polyester wool blend.
Polyester wool blend.
Correct.
Okay.
And it is warm.
Very well.
Yes,
It's
it's very
warm.
warm. So on the 90-degree days, when you see us sweating, it's for this particular reason.
Right. Okay. How many games have you had this season?
Counting the World Tournament that we just participated in, we're sitting around 15 matches, and that's another difference.
Matches.
They're known as matches, not necessarily games.
Okay.
We're about 15 matches in. We have probably another 4 or 5 left to play. We play all the way through the end of September.
Okay.
We start beginning of May, normally the first weekend. That's when most clubs start as well. And so right now our record's I believe 10 wins, 5 losses. So we're doing well.
Okay. Do you have some other word besides loss or wins?
No,
You got everything else?
Actually, that's pretty much the way
Okay.
that one plays true to form.
Okay.
Wins and losses, but that's we talk. We have meetings afterwards. We run this year round basically. We try to have a monthly meeting after the season's over to discuss how many matches we want to do for next year and where we want to take the club. How far do we want to travel? Because there's clubs. There's over 20 clubs here in the state of Michigan that are always looking for matches. Some clubs play very few because of funding and whatnot. Other clubs, there's clubs that play up to 30 matches a year. So, they're very busy. Kind of like the Greenfield, they'll play Saturday and Sunday. We're not to that point yet.
Okay.